So most people think that vibe coding is just about dropping a big one-shot prompt into an LLM and hoping for magic. But that usually leads to overloaded models, messy bugs, and results that don't really quite fit what you actually want to build. So on top of that, many existing frameworks are opinionated. They push the LLM to build in a very specific way. And even if that doesn't match your product or vision, they're going to do it anyways. So that's why I built the Vibe Coding Starter Kit. It takes a much different approach, a step-by-step guide that's really tailored to your project. And I wanted to show you how it works. We are going to go ahead and click Get Started. So here we're going to choose one of our project types. It can be a website, a mobile app, or a web app. I'm going to select web app for our purposes, and this is going to be a dream recording app. And we can select a bunch of our different features that we want. This is going to help generate a product requirements document to help really feed the rest of the instructions as we go through this project. So we're going to capture this information now, make sure that it's perfect, it has all the features that we're looking for, because this will help advise in the next step where we're going to set up our tech stack. So this usually takes around 30 seconds to a minute to create. Let's see how quickly it does it this time. Great, it looks like it's going to be ready in just a moment. There it is. So we've generated our PRD. We can go ahead and edit any of this that we want. It has all the features that we're looking for. It's a dream recording app that aims to provide users with a platform to record, store, and analyze dreams. Perfect. Looks great. We're going to go ahead and press Next to move to the Setup Tech Stack. And it's going to do a bunch of research. It's actually using best practices, and we've instructed it to do some deep research in the on the internet for the latest and greatest technologies. And it will recommend which ones it thinks it's best for your very specific app. Like I said before, if you're using something that is quite opinionated about how it wants to build, well, you won't have a whole lot of choice. Here, we are going to use either our recommended ones, or we can choose any of the other ones that might be available out there, or even write in a custom framework that we can choose from for what we want to use for our actual coding, what we want to use for our database, our authentication, and our styling in these particular cases. So I'm just going to go with what's recommended for now and press Next. Then we're going to set our styles. We can choose a color like red and maybe blue. And then we can choose our fonts, font weights, and then we can choose a library. I usually like Radix because it gives us the most control, but you have some options here and we weigh the pros and cons. So we're going to click Next. We can now add our Figma links. So if we go over to Figma, and we can look at our different screens that we've created and actually right click here and copy the link and then come back and paste these in. And we can do this for a few even. And it will start to get a sense of our design through these MCP linked Figma files. So you'll have to set up the Figma MCP. I have some instructions for it for Cursor here. You can use any other tool as well that supports Figma MCP. We're going to go ahead and press Generate. And this is going to start generating our starter kit. And what we will get back is a series of prompts that you can plug in order that will build your app correctly from the get-go. This usually takes about 2 minutes, so be patient, but we'll speed this up so you can see the results. Amazing, so it finished. It's just a little warning saying that this isn't going to be saved permanently, so make sure that you either download the text or PDF version or keep this window open. So take me to downloads, and here you have your prompts. It literally makes sure that even your GitHub is set up properly. It also makes sure that we set up things from the get-go, perfectly. It includes all the necessary frameworks and databases and authentication setups that we need. And then literally will guide you step by step from styling and foundation all the way through actually committing your progress and building your database and out all the features that you need for your application. So there's a lot of prompts here. Follow them step by step, input them into your project, and you hopefully will have a bug-free amazingly set up project for the